Many laundromats and dry cleaners in U.S. cities are owned by Asian immigrants. The story of an immigrant family-run laundromat was at the center of the award-winning film Everything Everywhere All at Once. But the real stories of the families behind the businesses have largely been invisible. Actually, the industry has been dominated by Asians beginning with Chinese immigrants in the early 1900s. Workers resisted racist laws and language barriers. Now, in the aftermath of COVID, more stores are closing one by one. We traveled from New York to California to capture their stories, to look at the past, present, and future of Asian-owned laundries.
The store is over
100 years.
Yeah.
Santoy is one of the oldest remaining Chinese laundries in New York City, offering hand laundry services.
hand wash 我就 hand wash 给它 hand dry 然后烫它一下。
教怎么做就怎么做的。Beginning, this store is very busy. A lot of customers is coming, come out, come in. But then now, not too much people go office, you know.
The shelves are packed with clothes that were never picked up to make the place look busier.
How long has this been here
Oh,
for?
this is a long time there. 14年都是好老的。Some people move out, you know. Some people maybe they forgot the ticket. I don't know, you know.
Judy and Michael Huang took over running Santoy in 1983. It was their first opportunity to own a business.
就是很传统的。
对。
Who taught you how to do this?
Before the old man teach me.
The old man is how the couple refers to the previous Chinese owner who sold the store to them before retiring. Everything in the store is an artifact left untouched for decades, just as the old man requested.
You know this one? 1872. See? This is the old man. You told me don't keep it here. Okay, don't worry. I keep it same thing. No problem.
To this day, it's how the couple shows gratitude towards the old man who sold the store for just $4,000. They found $2,000 left in the cashier. He later passed away.
来到这个国家，有一个不相识的人能够这样帮你，不容易的事情啊。You sell the store for me, you know. Give back money for me. Nobody do that, you know. 在那个时候，那些钱对我们来说是很重要的。OK， 我所以记到心里面，记到现在，就这个事情了。我要回报他的时候，已经他要走了，对不对？
Judy and Michael immigrated to the U.S. separately and met in New York. They soon got married, growing a family of 4.
Getting married the time.
You got married young.
I'm skinny, right?
You're still skinny. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Just like the movie, the couple's life was centered around working and living in the laundry to support their family.
The Chinese hand laundries were places where they worked and lived.
Robert Gee comes from a family of laundry owners. This store, run by his uncle for 61 years, is now closed.
My parents would allow me to run around here inside behind the counter. Without their blood, sweat, and tears in the business, we wouldn't be in the positions that we are in today with a better way of life.
Santoy used to be one of thousands of Chinese laundries which were once a staple in New York. Owning laundries was one of the only ways Chinese immigrants could be self-employed and earn income. As Chinese laundries proliferated, white laundry workers ran targeted campaigns painting the laundries as unsanitary.
When many folks think about working the laundry business, oh, that's dirty work, but it is a way of earning an income for their family.
A San Francisco law requiring laundry owners to obtain permits led to the landmark Yik Wo case of 1886. The Supreme Court ruled that the law was discriminatory because no permits were granted to Chinese owners. The case set a precedent for the civil rights movement and has been cited in more than 150 Supreme Court cases. In the 1930s, laundrymen in New York formed the Chinese Hand Laundry Alliance, which organized against unfair policies and demanded better labor rights. Nowadays, Korean-owned dry cleaners are more of a common sight. Korean immigration boomed decades after the US-backed Korean War came to a ceasefire, and after the Immigration Act of 1965 was passed. Also facing language barriers, Korean immigrants shared skills helping one another open dry cleaning stores. That's how this Korean family got into the industry.
가족 중에 한 사람이
세탁소하고 있는 사람이 있어서 자연스럽게 거기 가서 배워서 가게 오픈하게 됐습니다.
By the 1990s, 80% of dry cleaners in Southern California were owned by Koreans. However, the industry today is in decline, with thousands of businesses closing yearly. In New York City, around 1/3 of local small businesses have closed because of COVID, disproportionately affecting immigrant communities. That included Sun's Laundry, which was forced to close during the pandemic.
Leading up to COVID, the Sun's Laundry business was already struggling because of casual wear in the workplace, and then COVID hit.
In California, some are closing shop because more second-generation Korean Americans have the freedom to enter other industries.
I was in child development, so I was actually teaching.
David dreamed of opening a childcare center, but when David received a call that the store was struggling, he decided to lend a hand temporarily. His biggest worry? Working alongside his dad.
I'll be honest, it was a little bit concerning. Our relationship is, it was great, but it wasn't the best.
처음에 좀 쉽지는 않았어요. 아무래도 1세, 2세 간의 문화 차이가 있고.
If I can be honest, I was a little bit embarrassed to kind of, when we go out and talk about, our positions and jobs, that I'd say that I own a dry cleaners.
But with his dad's support, David took ownership of the store and transformed it into his own.
You kind of needed another service to offer to kind of, stay in business. So here, everybody is about their sneakers. Yeah, so right now we're actually trying to get another store just for shoes. I'm proud, I'm not gonna lie. I think the concerns early on was just I didn't have that ownership.
특별히 친화력이 좋아요. 쇼핑몰 이런 데 가면은 뭐 사방에서 하이 데이비드 하고 뭐 이렇게 난리예요 다. 오클랜드 그 시장 출마하라고 이렇게 농담하기까지도 합니다.
We never really had like a common goal, a common interest, but this really just kind of brought us together.
Pronto? Not graduate this time? Hi, good to see you.
In Everything Everywhere All at Once, a mother and daughter work through generational differences. Likewise, David's dad is learning to verbalize his affection.
혹시 표현하세요? 자주?
많이 안 하죠. almost 안 하죠. 발전시킨 걸 봐서 너무너무 해피하고 보람되고 계속 기뻐했으면 좋겠다. 이게 바람.
You guys aren't even looking at me.
That's what it.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Not the first time. Yeah.
We saw him grow up as a little baby Dave, so yeah, I love it. It's family.
At the end of the day, customers at both businesses said they continue to come back because of the people behind the counters.
You want to take a? Oh, I can't.
I used to bring my
Your son?
Coming back to see Judy and my friend here. I'll come here forever.
Despite struggling during the pandemic, Judy credits the community for helping them stay in business. While rent in Brooklyn has been rising, their landlord actually lowered their rent.
我们多谢房东帮助了我们减轻我们的房租，所以才能站到现在。还有多谢所有的客人帮助我们。
They're the best.
My good friend.
Michael and Judy are 76 and 75 years old with no plans to retire.
不累吗？
不会。
不累的。
不累。But do you guys ever take a break?
Just Sunday.
So you guys work Monday to Saturday,
Yeah.
all day.
All day, yeah.
And Sunday that's enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday we left.
Just rest Sunday?
Yeah.
And like the movie, the owners say for their family, owning the store is a shot at the best version of their lives.
这家店对你的家人意味着什么？
帮助很大啊，帮助等于是我们把小孩子也一样
养大了，就让他们读有前途了，对不对？我们辛苦呢没所谓了，下一代能够在社会里面好好做事，我们就很开心了，是这样子的。